Stephen Don, it's a sudden and tragic loss. This morning, Alan Miller died from a heart attack at the age of 47. In fact, I talked to him last night in search of the Snow Hill volleyball score. I was shocked to hear of his sudden passing. He was a dear friend of mine, but also to so many here on the Eastern Shore. Alan Miller was the coach known as the wild man on the sidelines, always exuberant and showing a passion for the game of basketball and his players. The bark was far worse than the bite. Off the court, he was a husband, father, and mentor.
When Alan Miller was around, you knew Alan Miller. Everybody knows Alan Miller. He was a great coach. He was always involved. He put his head in there and he said what he thought, and you knew what he was standing for when he said it.
I just can't believe we're not going to be able to go to the house and celebrate at the pool and be with his kids and his family, and it's just a bad nightmare right now.
Alan Miller was a teacher for almost 25 years, spending the majority of his career at Snow Hill High School. He led the Eagles to 3 1A state championships, the most recent coming in 2008. He was a player's coach, always seeming to get the best out of his athletes. He has touched so many and will be greatly missed.
All he would do is talk about his family, Jimmy Buffett, just hanging out, enjoying. It's amazing, the guy that you see on the sidelines isn't the man that we all knew, and that's what we're going to miss.
It's just a terrible loss for Bayside, obviously a terrible loss for his family in Snow Hill, and for me personally, I'm just like everybody else, I'm shocked.
Alan Miller leaves behind a wife and 3 children. It's certainly a tough loss for his family, but everyone who was so fortunate to have known the man. He was a difference maker and will never be forgotten. Funeral arrangements are incomplete. Obviously, his many fans, students, and friends will want to pay their respects. We'll let you know when. I did hear from Alan Miller's family this afternoon that in lieu of flowers, a scholarship fund will be set up in his name at the PNC Bank in Snow Hill.